bass guitar lessons for beginners. Tip number 3, learning the parts of your instrument. I'll be your instructor, Colin Campbell. If you want more free gifts and techniques to take your bass chops up to the next level, visit www.yourbassmastery.com. In this training, you're going to learn the name of each part on your bass, what each part of your bass does, the open notes, which will be the foundation to the rest of the music theory we'll discover in later lessons. Now, the reason why this is important is because you're going to be able to speak a better, more fluent language of bass, and it just deepens the connection that you have with your instrument so that when you're manifesting sounds from it and you're expressing the music that's within you, it will be a lot more you'll just be able to create more dynamic music. Not to mention, it's just good to know the parts so you can communicate with other musicians as well. So this is the very advanced and complicated instructions for this training. You pick up your bass, you touch the part of your bass that's indicated, and then you speak out loud twice the word of each part that you see. So you can pause this video right now, pick up your bass, and when you see here's the thing, in learning, this is just exponential learning of your instrument. You see the word, you read the word, you hear the word from me, you touch the part of your instrument, and you speak it out loud so that you can claim each part, and you'll know it at a deep level. So bass guitar parts with your bass mastery. Put your hand on the tuning keys and say, tuning keys, tuning keys. Great. Headstock, headstock. String posts, string posts. String guide, string guide. Nut, nut. Truss rod, tightening nut. Truss rod, tightening nut. Frets, frets. Fretboard, fretboard. And my apologies for not being able to see the bottom. You'll be able to see it when it goes down. But basically the fretboard is from fret 1 to whether it be fret 24 or how many ever frets that you have, the ultimate combination of all of those frets is what's called your fretboard. Strap post, pick guard, pick guard. That's that white part. You'll see we're going to scroll down again. So strap post and pick guard. And by the way, the fretboard as well can be called your neck. Not the fretboard itself, but the wood part is the neck of your bass. So strap post, fretboard, fretboard, pick guard, pick guard. So you can see there, that's where the bottom of the fretboard ends, and the pick guard is that plastic part, or it might be made out of something else, and you might even not have one of those as well on your bass. The body, the body. Volume/tone controls, volume/tone controls. Pickups, pickups. Point to your pickups and say pickups, pickups. Input jack, input jack. Say it in a weird way. Input jack, like talk to as if you're speaking to a neighbor. Input jack, hey input jack. Bridge saddles. So those are where your strings rest on the bass. Those are bridge saddles. So point at those, touch those, and say bridge saddles, bridge saddles. And the bridge. Fantastic. So those are the parts of your bass guitar. I've also included a downloadable PDF on this, so you can just print out that PDF. It's an 8.5 by 11, and you'll be able to just go over that basic exercise by yourself. It doesn't take very long to memorize this, but can you see how learning let's say that you're playing with another stringed instrument like a guitar, and you're playing with a guitarist, and you're going to communicate to them to use a certain type of technique that requires them to be near their pick guard, for instance. Do you see how being able to communicate that can be beneficial to both you and the other musician? That's why it's important to understand and know the parts of your instrument. So here we are in the Zen Den, And we're doing some meditating, okay? And out comes a big giant bass. And I'm glad I'm still smiling there, because if this size of a bass was beside me, I'd probably be kind of scared, especially if it moved on its own like this, you know? So here's the bass, and the strings, the open strings, why we call them open strings is we don't have our fingers on any frets when we're playing this. So the open frets are, the open strings are E in regular tuning, E, A, D, G. Do you wonder why the E, A, D, G, why they have a color to them? Well, you'll want to watch the additional trainings, because we're actually going to go through an exercise where you choose your own colors for your sounds. So E to you might sound different than it does to me. And part of the reason why I put a color to these, and part of the system for learning bass that we've designed and that you're going through right now, is because it impacts your brain at another level. When you're in E and you can see a color with that as well, you're going to be able to really exponentialize your playing ability. So E, A, D, G. You can even play those E, A, D, G and say them over and over again and memorize them. It won't take long for you to memorize the open strings on your bass. So this has been Bass Guitar Lessons for Beginners, tip number 3, learning the parts of your instrument. I've been your instructor, Colin Campbell. And if you like this lesson, if you get a lot of value from this, like the video, please comment, ask any questions that you like, share this video with other musicians that you adore, and subscribe to the channel. If you want more free gifts and techniques that'll take your bass chops up to the next level, make sure you click on the description link, yourbassmastery.com, and you can go there and download some free awesome stuff. Looking forward to next time, and hope you're having a great day.